There's one case that happened in America that seems to have caught worldwide attention, and that's the case of the murder of Gabby Petito. And later on they found Brian Laundrie's remains in a national park sometime later. And I've just called a news article something to do with some of the belongings that they discovered with Brian Laundrie's remains, and I'll tell you what it says right now. How do everyone? Welcome back to the channel for a Sunday. Hope you're doing all right. I'm not too bad. I'm at Stansted Airport at the moment. You know, Brian Laundrie and Gabby Petito, they kind of gained some fame, I suppose, because they were on this big road trip together in this camper van going round America, and obviously tragically it all went wrong. Gabby Petito ended up dead, and Brian Laundrie later on. It was quite obvious from the start, you know, how Gabby Petito met her demise, and you know, her body was found after she died. But there was some personal belongings found with Brian Laundrie's remains, and one of which was his notebook, and the police managed to have a look and decipher some of its contents. Yes, in his notebook there are several entries, you know, that indicate that he basically confesses to being responsible for her death. And in other words, he did it. He was the guilty party. And obviously he then died sometime later, and it's since been determined from what I read it's as a result of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. That he died as well. Very tragic story for both of them, for both families, and thoughts are with them. But it looks like with the discovery of this notebook, again from what I read, the police are actually looking at wrapping things up. I never really covered this story because there are other channels that, you know, far more experience than I ever could have and far more knowledgeable about the subject. But that just caught my eye this evening when I was reading things, and it looks like at least that part of it will come to a conclusion, and the families can somehow find a way of grieving the loss of both of these kids, I suppose. It's absolute tragedy that was allowed to occur in the first place. You have to wonder whether it could have been prevented or not, but that's one thing we will never know. Anyway, I'm off. I'll see you soon with another one. Toodaloo.